this Dax, he's the mean one. And I was like, holy shit. Like, I just got in.
I love his accountability. Make sure to watch that video in its entirety. He was describing the time that he was working at TMZ and how he shared that his boss at the time was describing him as the mean one amongst staff members. And he stated that it actually caused him to change, the way that he conducted himself, the way that he communicated with other people. For one, I not only want to acknowledge his ability to take accountability, but to also implement a course of action afterwards. But also, I wanted to utilize his TikTok as a reference point for something that I've been talking about a lot on my other social media platforms. I have been debunking this, ideology, this belief that nice girls finish last or nice people in general finish last. Because in actuality, your ability to conduct yourself in a pleasant manner, you're respectful to people when you communicate, you're considerate, you're empathetic, you don't buy into this idea of making people feel lower than you, belittling you, you actually establish a better track record for yourself in the long run. So be careful of conducting yourself in a mean, in a rude and callous way, because you may be thinking that you're coming off as assertive, but really you may be coming off as bitter. And if you're not careful, for one, it can hinder your opportunities. But say you might be already in a prominent position, you're already in some kind of leadership position. You will realize that you don't keep staff though. And that in itself is a headache when you realize that you have a high turnover rate. Not only is it difficult finding new people to board with certain qualifications for whatever, your organization or your corporation is, but also what happens is for outsiders looking in, that high turnover rate will cause them to raise an eyebrow. So be careful of this. But to break this down further, especially when we talk about professionalism, I want to read from an excerpt in this book right here. Never lead with an iron fist. A heavy-handed, domineering leadership style creates two predictable outcomes: apprehension and resentment. Leaders who govern with an iron fist inadvertently undermine their team's confidence. This leads to subpar performance and fosters incompetence. People perform best when they believe in their ability to execute tasks, even if extra research and effort are required. Fear-based leadership stifles this confidence, leaving team members second-guessing their actions. For some leaders, this fear-driven approach might feel powerful initially. However, when it's time to act, an apprehensive team quickly becomes a liability. Fear breeds hesitation, and hesitation hinders results. Similarly, a leadership style rooted in domination often fuels resentment among team members. Resentful individuals are less likely to work cohesively or give their best effort. Worse, they may even look for opportunities to undermine their leader.